Hi everyone, Jim here. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a book I recently finished reading, and that would be Death of a Citizen by Donald Hamilton. Now this is number one in the Matt Helm book series, and the title Death of a Citizen refers to his unraveling of the life that he's led for the last 15 years after the Second World War. He was an operative for a secret organization, and after the war was over, he decided to leave the organization, and he created a persona, basically, where he became a husband and a father, a writer of paperback books, and a photographer, and nothing was ever mentioned of his secret agent past. But after 15 years of this persona, this life that he's been leading, a woman from his past shows up, and his whole life begins to unravel after that point. He realizes that he's really been living a lie for these last 15 years, and what he should be doing is this secret agent operative work for this secret organization. It's actually really well written. It was written in the 60s though, so there are some elements to it that don't translate very well to a modern audience, and I won't go too far into that, but regardless of that, it's a very, very well written book. And I'd forgotten how good of a writer Donald Hamilton is. I've read a couple of these before, but this is the first time I've read the first book, and yeah, he's a very interesting character. And in real life, Donald Hamilton wrote Western paperbacks, so there's a bit of verisimilitude here within this story. Yeah, and it's told in the first person point of view, which I actually really like. I almost prefer that, and I think that comes from me reading Raymond Chandler books very early on in my reading journey, and I really enjoy the first person point of view story, and it's done so well in this book. Now there was 18 books in the series. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure it was 18. Yeah, he's a very underrated character. You don't hear much about Matt Helm these days. Now, the movies are nothing like the books. The books are hardcore, brutal, and very well written. So watching the movies and then reading the book, you wouldn't recognize this Matt Helm as the Dean Martin Matt Helm from the movies. I don't have all of the Matt Helm books, but I do have a few, and I'll show them to you here now. And in these lovely Fawcett Gold Medal books, these are just awesome paperbacks, great covers, and I'm pretty sure you can still find them in the used bookstores. Whenever I go, I still see them on the shelves now and then, and I'm gonna have to try to get the rest of them. Now this is Murderer's Row, The Ambushers. Now I've only read a couple of these, and I really want to read the rest of them because they are so well done. This is The Shadowers, The Devastators, The Betrayers, and here's a later version, Matt Helm, The Intriguers. And that's all I have at the moment for Matt Helm. And as I said, I'm going to grab some more of them. I'm going to try to get all 18 of them because they're worth having on your shelf. And if you're into that kind of thing, again, knowing going into it that they were written in the 60s and the 70s, so the mindset's a little different as compared to nowadays. But still, I mean, well worth the read. Now that I've done that, I mean, that's what I've recently read. There's other things I've read, but I won't get into them right now. But I will do a bit of a mini book haul of some books that I picked up this last week. Now, I ordered a couple of books off of eBay that I've been wanting. This isn't a Mike Shane book, but it's edited by Brett Halliday, and it's got short stories, and this is called Dangerous Dames. It says selected by Mike Shane, but they're selected by Brett Halliday. Now, a great little paperback. There's stories in here all featuring women, dangerous dames, and there's There's 12 stories in here. There's a story by Day Keane. There's a story by Anthony Boucher. There's Brett Halliday has a story in here. Frank Gruber has a story. Harold Q. Masur has a story in here. So that's just a very cool paperback that I've been wanting for a while, and that's a Robert McGinnis cover, and that's in good shape. And I also picked up a couple of the Mike Shane mystery magazines. Now these are the earliest ones I have now. I got these off eBay, but they're in perfect shape, and I'm so happy for the seller taking care and shipping them, because they just would be a shame if they got wrecked. This is Mike Shane Mystery Magazine from June of 1977, and it features a story called The Violent People. Probably not written by Brett Halliday, but he's got his byline on it. These later books were written by other mystery authors, and they're pretty good stories, very enjoyable. This next one is from December 1976, featuring a story called The Dead Do Care. Again, it says by Brett Halliday, but it also has an Ed Hawk story in here, Day of Judgment, and that's a very cool cover. Now, I've got a few other stories or books that I picked up. I picked up some Ross MacDonald's with these lovely covers. This one's called The Dark Tunnel. Now, this isn't a Lou Archer novel. This is a standalone novel. But I have a bunch of Lou Archers with these style of covers, and I'm glad I found these. This one is called Trouble Follows Me. And again, that's a standalone novel that he wrote after the Second World War. I think they're from the 40s, actually. And Archer made his appearance in 1946, I do believe. But Ross MacDonald was writing stories before that as well. Now, this is a series of short stories called The Name is Archer, featuring Lou Archer short stories, and that's just like an awesome cover. But I love these style of covers, and I pick them up whenever I can. So yeah, no, that's just a real quick update I wanted to do for you, because I haven't done a video for a couple of days, but I did want to share that with you. And I hope everybody's doing well. And we will see you soon. It's almost February. Homes is where the heart is. So get ready for that. And I will talk to you soon. You guys take care. Keep reading.